And the last time I was speaking, it was about Christ consciousness, right? And I was showing the trinity of who we are, what we are, and how we can get through it, our dark, our light. So I gotta pause myself. I want to hear myself. Let's just, there we go. And we're back. All right, so I'm not pretty sure how much you can see me writing on my board, but I'm gonna take a picture of this and, you know, see where it goes. So why I start getting into the process, please take this time to share this video. Help someone else get some love and light. Help someone else know what it feels like to be a part of their divine mission. Share my video, share my video, share my video. So we're speaking about the process. A lot of the feedback that I've gotten from per se family is that they are not 100% clear about what I'm doing and saying and being. And I get it. I 100% get it. Trust me. I know that if you don't know what I'm doing, that's because you're not asking enough questions to me. So, but you told me enough for me to tell you something else back. So I have my lovely cousin Teresa in here in the background. So she will be vicariously speaking whenever the hell she gives a damn. Oh, and playing the music. So we're speaking about the process to life. Process to life. I can put some colors in here. I have them in my pocket, actually. Let's see if I can pop this up for you. Da, 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 da. I'm feeling myself. At every moment, I love myself. Even in the darkness, I still see myself. Complete in my darkness. All right. You're going to get some show tunes today. I'm like, you know, those, the shows on TV and stuff like that. They always have a musical line. There's always one of the episodes where they got to sing the whole time and rhyme to the line. It's the vibe. So, okay, the process to life. I'm living my life and I just don't think twice. I think thrice. It's true. So the process to life is right in front of us. We're living in a labyrinth and learning to follow the clues. So I'm going to tell you what we've done so far. Humanity. Let me write this really big. Humanity. Oh, what is that? Homework? Where's my cleaner? Here it is. Humanity. It could be my phonics. It's whoever's channeling me right now. It's definitely on a different vibe. Humanity. It's real. ... Humanity has done many things for itself. Together, we are the cog of the engine of humanity. Does that make sense? Can you Google what a cog is for me? I want people to know what a cog is, especially if they've never watched Into the Badlands.
How do you spell that?
Cog. C-O-G. Cog. Humanity.
A wheel or bar with a series of projections on its edge with transferred motions.
What? Repeat that?
It's like this.
Accomplished It's the next word. I'm doing this slowly for y'all, just so that you know.
It's like the spokes. The cog right here. This is the cog. It's the spokes of the wheel.
Wow, the cog is the middle part of the wheel. And you know what's funny? Because I always say, I am not the hour or the minutes. I am the thing that which watches the hours and the minutes change.
Oh, wait.
Are you sharing this? Please share my video. I'm going to share my live on my Instagram because they don't know that I am live. I need to share this show. Yeah, I'm just in full flow. This is just what's happening. Welcome to my reality of loving myself. Welcome to being I can't be no one else. I'm in this reality with myself. So hopefully y'all are seeing what I'm
like
spelling.
this. It's more like this. It shows you a picture.
Oh, okay. So the cog, because it's a wheel that has infinite grooves, right? This is the cog that she's showing.
That's a cog wheel.
This is a cog wheel. Everything matters to be able to examine what we are, right? This is what helps the wheel turn. Okay. So, you see what you can see. You get what you can get. Let me see if I can bring this a little close. Much love and light. Oh, wasn't this light wasn't supposed to be off? That's interesting. Or maybe I had practice turning it off because of what was going on over here. Okay, so I am here talking about the process to life that humanity has accomplished. Let me put that humanity has accomplished, right? So we're going to talk about things that humanity has accomplished. Number one, we have learned how to properly close ourselves, right?
What do you mean by close? Oh, clothe. Gotcha. Yes. Protection from the elements.
Number two, we know how to feed ourselves, good and bad. It doesn't matter. We know how to feed ourselves, right? We know to feed ourselves. We know to feed, well, I'm going to say our bodies. Let's say that, our body. Okay, so we know how to prepare, we know how to properly clothe our body. We know how to feed our body. We know how to house our body. We know how to define our body. Ooh, I'm running out of space. I'm gonna have to take a picture and erase. We know how to, I need to get that paper, the sheets. That has to happen today.
Yes.
That way I can have it here. We know how to define our body. I'm putting so we know how to do that, right? What else do we know how to do?
To learn, to teach, to educate, to communicate.
We know how to communicate. We know how to communicate with our bodies. What else? How to love our bodies. We know how to do this. We know how to love our body and bodies. Mm-hmm. What else? We know how to make more bodies.
Yeah.
How to make more bodies. So we know all of these things, right? But do we know what to do with all of these things?
We know how to explore too.
Our bodies.
But do we know?
But do we know why we accomplish all of these things? Have we taken the time to stop to think about why we are accomplishing these things? The process to life that humanity has accomplished. There's a process to life that we're looking to meet in completion, right? And I hope that y'all can see some of this. I'm gonna take a picture. Let me take a picture. I can't take a picture. Teresa can take a picture with her phone. I'm gonna use her phone to take a picture. So we don't know how to take the time to understand the process, though. We don't understand the process. We don't understand the process. We don't understand life, and we don't understand humanity. Does that make sense? So now that we've accomplished all of these things, it's time to take the next step to accomplish it, to understand humanity, to understand life, and to understand the process. So our cog must reset and redirect its attentions of what we know into what we need to know. We know enough to reset. We know enough to reset, to heal the process. We know that we are the cog that can change that. So, tripping, I'm tripping on some scissor, trip, Vishnu in the back, sir. So, I, Mahatma Star Seed, under Elite Motivation, am here to help you reset the cog, to take everything that you know and put yourself into the mindset of humanity, of life in the process. We figured out 1 through 8, and I'm pretty sure we can put a whole bunch of other things that'll speak to how many things we know, but you're just adding to the list of things that we can use to reset our accomplished mindset into understanding what humanity truly is here and meant to be. Understanding what is life truly providing us, being for us, and showing us. And how can we create more of a process for us to accomplish the things that we've accomplished, because we know all of the history of what it took to get to these accomplishments. So how can we refocus our energy on the process so that others in humanity to come can experience this process with more love and light, more distinct authenticity, and are more aware to the obstacles and challenges that the process is going to bring them. I hope that you can see this. It's the starting phases of what I offer as a person in this world. So as long as you're taking this route with me, you're going to be able to get these in some type of a workshop format, to where I'm putting them on PowerPoints, and you can, get these copies. For now, it's on a whiteboard with some colors to hopefully allow you to see. I don't know, maybe the camera's everted, and follow me. Make sure you see me post the picture of this board. Did you get a good picture?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
I sent it to you.
And you sent it to me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I can delete some of this so that I can speak further.
I'll show you.
Where'd I put my, oh, here it is. You want to prove to me so I can feel clarity? Oh, yes, it's beautiful. It's definitely beautiful. It's enough. So we're going to erase the things that we've accomplished and talk deeper about what we need to be looking to do with ourselves. Because, we all know how to create a family. I got a couple families, you know what I mean? I'm a G in that, I got a family full of men, got a family full of men and children. I got a family full of men, women, husbands, wives. I've got families, I've got a community that is full of possibilities. And we're all looking to see what is it that we're leading ourselves. Where are we leading ourselves right now? What is it that we are allowing to interfere with that leadership, right? I need something to drink. By the way, DD got these new cups, and they're pretty phenomenal, right?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking that it was like that holder thing, and I was like, it's not coming off. I'm like, okay, DD on the uppity. They're trying to get uppity like Starbucks.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, DD is no longer DD. It is Duncan.
I still call it DD. Oh, it's DD.
I know, right? How happy were you when I sent you that picture?
Oh, yeah.
Like she's already on the line. Where's okay? What is right here? Okay, so what I help you with. This is what I help you with. I help you establish a timeline. So the goal is to know. The goal is to restart the process. The goal is to restart the process.
How about reset? Yeah,
reset. Oh, reset, restart, same thing. Mm-hmm. That's the name of my cleanse, by the way. That's probably why. It's called the reset cleanse, because that's what I'm helping you do. I'm helping you reset your body to understand what your true body is doing, experiencing, and feeling. So I'm telling you, once you come and work with me and see, oh, iPhone says my storage is full, but I'm live, man. I'm live. I'm here. I know I gotta upgrade on my service. Like I'm here though. So can we play some tunes in the background or something? Sure. I don't know where my thing is at, but it's right there. You just hit that. Because my vibes turned off as soon as I went live for some reason. So I'm here to help you establish the reset. Establish, reset. By any means possible. I'm here to help you establish reset by any means possible. The purpose of this reset is to clear the mind. It's number one. Put some color in here. So I'm here to help you clear the mind, then know your mind, I'm a lefty, so it's like I'm trying to talk to you on this side, boards on that side. Let me see what I can do. And then free your mind. I assist in your established reset. And then I help you guard your mind. You know, I should have had my mic plugged in for this. Let me see. God knows what that sounds like. Even though I have my other one, but you know, it's a baby steps when you see as you speak about the mind and the thing you need, it's like here, make sure that they can hear you properly. Can you hear me, Linda? Can you hear me, Rachel? Well, this is my YouTube, so if you're checking out my YouTube, hear how it sounds. So, and this is what anybody. So I'm not the only person. When I say the I, it's the I and whoever is serving you. Okay, I'm speaking from my reality, so I'm speaking to myself. I'm gonna just say that first from the beginning. When I am speaking to you, I'm speaking from my reality, so I need you to understand that you need to put these words in place as if you were me. Okay, so I assist in your established reset, and this is how you understand the process to life that humanity has to accomplish. Okay? You are part of humanity. I just need to let you know that. Doesn't matter if you think you are not a part of it or you are a part of it. You're a part of it. You're a part of it. You can't get out of it. Can't get out of it. There's no way out of it till you ascend out this realm. So get it right, okay? Get it right on your accord, on your authenticity. So, how are you going to clear your mind? Some different colors in here. How are you going to clear your mind, know your mind, free your mind, and guard your mind? You're going to have accountability. That's how you're going to do it. How to accomplish this. Require accountability. If you're not requiring yourself to be accountable, you ain't gonna change. You're not requiring yourself to be accountable, you're not gonna change. Much love and light. How are you, beautiful? Shout out to those tuning in right now. I love you. I see you and I feel you. You are connected to me. You are a part of your reset. Welcome to your process. Welcome to your way of being and knowing and showing yourself how much you are really part of humanity. You are a hue of light manifesting in this now moment. And I'm here to help you radiate that light, create some elasticity to this light. Because what this is going to do for you, resetting your process, what it's going to do for you, it's going to bring elasticity into your life. It's going to bring clairvoyancy into your life. And I know a lot of you are very, very standoffish to receiving this clarity and this clairvoyancy, but you're going to know what to do with it for the best. Don't allow anyone else's version before the reset to hold you back into what you're going to experience. You're a part of the reset, so you're going to get clairvoyancy. You're going to know that the synchronicities are showing you what is coming and what is aligning to your frequency right now. And the more you're accepting of it, the easier it's going to be for you to walk in that alignment, and you're going to be able to understand the process more. This is a part of life. We are Christ beings, remembering that fact. And in order for us to truly remember it, we need to know what we're remembering. So we need to reset so we can understand who we are, so that we can understand the process. What is the life giving to us right now, and how can we give that back to humanity? So it's so much fun to be a part of this unfoldment. A lot of people, they definitely speak to the fact that I love doing this, regardless of how awkward this shit may be. It's what I'm here to do. This is how I clear your mind. This is how I get you to know what your mind is doing for you. And it lets you know that you're free to respond to what you're being given much more effortlessly, because you're understanding that there is a process. One of the things that I've definitely understood is that no matter how much you and I in a conversation may have an indifference, you're going to go back and reflect and see how it was beneficial for you. So I don't need to hold on to the conversation and in that conversation to strive to make you to understand. You're going to understand on your own. And I'm willing to be patient enough for that to happen, because that's a part of the process. We always reflect who we were being and how we can be better. So once we start trusting that process more, we can start letting things go a lot more easier, and things don't have to turn into trauma or drama. They just understand that they're a part of the beginning and the ending of what we are calling something. Does that make sense? Sure. Do you have any questions for the audience? You can be the audience's voice. No more hot chocolate. Any questions?
Well, I find
feel free to throw the questions in there.
Question is the realization that there is need to be, that there does need to be a reset. Right? Because everyone's like, I'm fine.
So,
I got this. I closed myself. I got this.
Okay, so when you receive the I got this, I know this, I'm fine, then that means, then you're ready to be asked some realized questions. And you specifically say that. So then you're realized enough to answer me this. What did it take for you to get out of your dark night? If someone can't answer that question, then you know where they're at in their healing. Certainly. So in order to get past it for the next time is when you're met with that means you haven't asked them how realized they are, because then you have to ask them there, right? And so this is where you're met with, now you're shadow working. Shadow working basically means I need to bring my wisdom in. I need to bring some insight to this conversation because it's a little cloudy. This person just gave me supposedly their truth, but it's requiring me to ask some questions. So I need to use my insight here because my tingly things are tingling. And I got to be honest and open with you to tell you, hey, I know you just said that. So that either means for me that I'm able to ask you XYZ questions, or you're not really speaking 100% of your truth. Can you go a little bit deeper to how much you're saying you're okay? What does okay look like to you? I say that to my kids all the time. Much love and light, Vanessa. I say that to my kids all the time when I say, hey, how's your day going? Oh, it's good, mommy. Well, what does good mean to you? It means good. Well, what does good mean to you? Because good can't mean good. You can't define something with the same word. So if you're going to give me the same word, I need you to know that you're not going into depth for even yourself. You're shortchanging yourself. So don't allow yourself to answer a question with the question. And don't get upset when someone asks you a question with your question. Be willing to unfold and hear that your question wasn't clear enough, or it was way too vague for them to feel comfortable enough to give you the specific answer that you require. And only a realized person is going to be willing to do this. So if you're not able to do this, a realized person is going to let you know, well, then I see, obviously, there's still a lot of things that are unrealized for you. And that's okay, because in the accounting world, accountants have to accommodate for the realized debt and the unrealized debt. Everything that you're doing, God is watching. So it doesn't matter if you want to realize it or not. Your unrealized shit is going into an unrealized pile. It's being accounted for. So a lot of people think that they can just go day to day without, if I don't have to pay attention to it, then it doesn't have to be a part of my reality. Well, the I don't have to pay attention to it is a choice, and it goes into a bucket. You're fixing the books. Well, let's just put it over here in the miscellaneous.
Dark.
And then when you get someone to come and help you establish your reset, what is the first thing they're going to go check? They're going to go check your miscellaneous pile. That's the first thing they're going to go check, because this is the biggest debt you have incurred over your 7 years of being. Oh, and let's just bring that back. You should be resetting every 7 years your debt. It's in the Bible. Go read it. Understand that your people have accepted this agreement. And regardless of how much you want to be acknowledging of it, a part of it, it's still there, my friend. And if you don't reset your debt, you're going to be holding on to a whole bunch of nothing, because your God has already reset it for you. Right? Your reality has already reset it for you. So if you're not resetting it,
it's going to be reset.
And then you're holding on to air. And that's why when you bring up something old to someone, it has no weight. Oh, you're saying this now? But all the other now moments we were together, you didn't want to say anything. You held on to something so long that it no longer has weight to it. Understand what you're giving yourself. Understand the reality, the process that you're creating for yourself. So help yourself understand that I'm here to reset my debt every 7 years. I need to relook and reaffirm. And it's interesting because I'm in my 7th year of creating my focus intent. And before that, I held on to things a little bit longer because I would reset my debt every 10 years. By the time I was 20, I looked at what I've done. 10 years old, you're not really paying much attention. You're not holding on to a lot of things. So 20 is the hindsight year for me. And then 30 came, and I reset myself and I restrided myself. But in the process of learning myself, I understood that I need to at least reset myself every 7 years. Let's not hold on too long to the things that we've done for ourselves. Right? Let the 10th year be a rejuvenation year, right? It's midway through the new set of debts. So then, you have some bicentennial things happening. Every once in a while, let me make sure I check my debt. How big is my miscellaneous pile getting? I don't want it to get too big.
So, Leonardo says, certainty a major part of the process. So how can you be certain? How can you make sure you're taking accountability the correct way?
How can you audit yourself? You audit your, okay, so let me, can you take a picture of this?
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll talk about auditing yourself. And the reset process, right? Bada bing. So, how to audit yourself. Do. You just gotta do it and know it's true. Auditing yourself before others. How to audit yourself. Ask yourself. Ask yourself. Reason versus habit. When you're in audit mode, you're going to establish, you're already in establishment. So you know audit mode is what the past 7 years. Reflect, and you can reflect on smaller years, but we're talking about the reset right now. But what we're talking about on the reset is what you can do in the smaller years. Reflect 7 past moments. Right? 7 rotational moments, right? We keep it cosmic. The 7 annual rotational moments. I gotta get a word for that, right? What is it, like the zodiac? 7 zodiac cycles. The cycles, 7 cycles. Reflect the past 7 cycles. Let's say that. Reflect past 7 cycles. Zodiac cycles. Right? So when you're reflecting back the past 7 zodiac moments, you want to think about the person that you were being. How much were you being in habit versus reason? I need to know my reasons for doing things. That's a realized person. They need to know why they're doing it consistently, right? Are you 75% reason in your day versus 25% habit? Because habit should encompass the things that help me to tick, right? My habit shouldn't just be all day. Right now, the world's on 100% habit. 100% habit of the process of what we've accomplished. It's a habit for us to care about our body, to educate ourselves, to clothe ourselves.
So we stopped asking the why.
We stopped asking the why. So right now,
so children are really realized because they're always constantly asking
yes,
why, and they don't have any habits.
Exactly. Da-da ding, da-da do. Currently, society is on about 10% versus, look, universe is like, you gonna write that? I'm writing that. Currently right now, on a whole, right? I need you to understand, on a whole, it's 10% versus 90. So right now, on a whole, our society, humanity, is on a reasoning path of 10% reason, 90% habit. Please comment and say why you agree with me or don't agree with me. I would love to hear the comments on that. But I am definitely sure, and this is the number one, so you're going to spend a lot of time in this, right? And you want to ask yourself, where do you want to keep it at, right? Do you want to be 90% reason, 10% habit? Or do you want to be, I need this to be plugged in somehow because it's going to die. My Facebook crew. It's not going to work that way. Oh, I'm dying. So Facebook, y'all can come over to my YouTube, Elite Motivation 411, so that you can finish watching. Elite Motivation 411. I am streaming live on my YouTube right now. Much love and light. I think someone asked to go live, but I'm looking at that. So many of you now know.
Oh, it was on Facebook. That's right.
Yeah. It's a good time to take a breath. Let me get this to, let me let my phone charge. Okay. How long was I live for?
42 minutes.
Okay. Much love and light. If you're trying to jump on the live, you can definitely come and jump on the live. So, or you can, I am streaming through the Zoom, so you can definitely come and jump in through the Zoom. So I'm going to write the next list of audits of what we're going to do to audit ourselves. The next thing to audit yourself is to look at your allies. Oh, actually, number one, you can't be the auditor.
Aha.
You can't possibly think that you're the person that gets to audit yourself. I mean, you can do some light auditing. It's called internal auditing. Okay, so this is okay. So let's take a step back and talk about that really quick. So there's internal auditing and external auditing, right? And you want to be able to reflect both. There's external and internal. And they need to equate. How do you spell equate? Okay, I got it. It came to my head. It's so funny when you're asking yourself, so yourself shows it. You know, that's when reflecting is really good. Much love and light. That's right, you are on another side. Yep, that's what I wrote. So when we're running an audit, right, there's going to be an external audit and an internal audit. So the internal audits are the things that you would do bicentennially, I guess you would say. You would do them daily. You can do internal audits daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, you know, it's important, quarterly. Pick your process, make sure you stick to it, right? And the way that you're going to make sure you stick to it is that you have your external audit that happens at least every 7 years, you know. And you're going to pick an individual to help you be accountable for this. So it's going to be like an accountability coach. Your accountability coach could be your spiritual guide, could be your therapist, but you know, therapists don't really do that stuff, but but they could be, you know, some type of a coach therapist. You know, there's some people out there that have these abilities. So your accountability person needs to be someone that works in authenticity, that works in spirit, because the spirit is the beginning, right? So that's why our spirit coaches are important. Spirit is the beginning. So we're going to have our internal and external audits, look at our reasonings. We're going to look at our allies and our support, make sure that the person that is supporting us and have some variation in there. Don't always make it the same person as consistently, you know, make some, do it as uniquely as you need to see. And then the third thing that you're going to do to audit yourself is, using why. Know your why. Know your why. I should have put know your why first. Know your why. Know your why. So you're going to reassess what your why is. Reassess your why. Maybe it needs to manifest differently, you know? Maybe it needs to shift a little bit. Maybe you put a lot of attention on a certain part of your life that now your why has shifted a bit, and maybe you did it on purpose, maybe you didn't. But if your why has shifted, then it's time for you to reallocate what your why is so that it can be a part of your process, right? Because what you give to yourself is going to always come to you. So if your why has changed, you want to make sure that the things that are coming to you are because of your why. Okay, you got to intentionally switch that. Does that help answer the audit question? Let me take a picture. I'm going to explain a little bit more about humanity, and then we're going to give it a break for today. Da-da-da. Heart space center. So we got a picture? Mm-hmm. Essentially, we're going to speak a little bit about our indifference. Meaning the difference between what is it within humanity. Humanity. I see I did the W thing again. Humanity is a bubble of your reality, others' reality, and the world. We have to draw a line. To know the difference. Sometimes what will be true in your reality may be true in others' reality, it may be true in the world. Sometimes what's not true in your reality is true in others and true in the world. Sometimes what's true in your reality is not true in their reality, but it's true in the world. Sometimes what's not true in your reality is not true in other realities, but it's true in the world. We need to differentiate those differences. Because the world's always positively going to put out what is true to its world. Because everything in the world is true. Everything in my world don't make what's happening in the world is true in mine. We cannot allow the face of the world to be our predecessor. It will not give us an accurate analysis of how to define what humanity is. The world does not define humanity. The world is a part of humanity. It has its own bylaws. It has its own reset. It has its own auditing system. But no one is auditing the world. The world has an internal auditing system, but no external. This is why it always rings true, because of the falsehood. The world runs on its own recognizance, so it needs external output from the others. We have to give back. We have to create some negatives in the world. And negatives in our reality is shadow work. You understand? Intuition, wisdom. We need to give the world back this. I can't think of how to spell intuition right now. Intuit. Okay, got it. Realization. The world needs this polarity. Without it, the light will suffocate us. The light of the world will suffocate us because we are creating our own polarities. You see it amongst each other, but we're letting the world run rapid, looking at it only as the light that it is, and not allowing ourselves to attest to what's happening. We need to be the world's external auditors. For its process to be complete fold. So when you hear people say, I'm good, you're so good, what are you giving back? These have created some output. Your negative and positive created an output. You're putting it into a miscellaneous pile where it doesn't belong, and then it's getting discarded. However, the world wants to receive it because it's a plus on their side, because you put it to the waste. One man's garbage is another man's treasure. The world is going to take everything you give it, but it's definitely going to take it for the positive. Oh, it's a part of me, I'll take it. This is why the world accepts the homeless. You understand? Mm-hmm. It's a part. We can't get rid of it. We've only been giving back to each other, and it's been selfish. We haven't been identifying the third party. We've always spoke about his story, her story. What about our story? The abundance story. So when I explain to people I'm abundant in my reality, I'm accepting my reality, your reality, and the world's reality. Because all of them matter. This is Earth, Gaia, Mother Earth, by the way.
This could be broken down to three different episodes.
We gotta give the output. We gotta be the ones that subtract.
What's an example of giving back to Gaia?
Number one, realize her. She's making our world fruitful. You're not producing it. Did you make the plants grow that you ate this morning? Fuck no.
I did not make the avocado.
You purchased it. You did not make it. We need to stop from our day, subtract from our day, and realize what has been given to us. We need to give intuition back when it's fed to us, because when we're clear enough, we're conduits of the most high energy. We are conduits of the most high energy when we are clear in this process. because we've done everything to clear our path, now we are just open to receive the messages from above. So because we are open conduits, some of us keep dirtying ourselves up because we're not accepting our pluses and minuses. So we have to keep going through this process of accomplishments like the world didn't do it already. That's complete. Anyone that can't get stuck on the matrix is because they're meant to be the leaders in this external auditing. And there's no job signifying that currently in these processes. But these external auditors are turning into coaches, empowerment speakers. Guides, counselors, aides. These are the external auditors of the world, and they are underdefined. They are underrealized. They're seen as an addition to, but not a part of. But we are repositioning the world. The world is in need of more of these things than electricians, than regular teachers. Well, we're going to put teachers on here because they matter. They don't even know how much they matter because they're teaching the same thing. So right now, teachers are putting themselves in a bucket separate from what the rest of the group are. They're alienating themselves from their own support and guidance. Not all of them. We're talking about a whole right now. I'm talking about a whole of people. So we have to accept the wisdom that's out there and be the third party observer, like I was asking you today. You saw the downside, right? Oh, I didn't get to be a part of the conversation. But
the good side is observer.
But I did get to be a part of the conversation. I got to be a part of the conversation on the external, and I got to be an auditor of a conversation between coaches and empowerment speakers. Mm-hmm. And I got to see where the flow is taking me. Yes. The benefit of being around these external auditors. And because you got to be an external auditor, now you've helped identify that observers as well are on this external audit list. And it doesn't require much for you to be an observer, except to have a clear mind, know your mind, and have a guarded ability to understand your reasoning. We can take another picture of this. This is another great course. Restarting the cog. We're in refresh, reset. And that's all I have for today. I'm going to take a break because I've given you a lot. Much love and light. Thank you for tuning into my TV. My reality is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Peace.